Hey guys, Justin with AmericanMuscle.com here with my detailed review of the Pypes Catback Exhaust System with Xbox, available for your 2015 and newer Fastback GT with your choice of either polish or black tips. You should be checking out the Pypes Catback option for your S550 GT if you're looking for a super affordable system that's going to fall well beneath that $1,000 price point, one that's going to offer a unique design and sound thanks to the mid-muffler design here, and finally one that's going to offer some quality materials despite that low price point thanks to the 304 grade stainless. But since this is an exhaust after all, let's quickly talk about what kind of sound you can expect when using the Xbox version of the Pypes Catback. Now again guys, Pypes has essentially created one of the only mid-muffler style exhaust systems here for the S550 GT. Very unique, and it should produce a slightly different tone compared to a majority of the other aftermarket catbacks out there that will place the mufflers closer to the rear of the car. Now, as you guys heard with the sound clips earlier in this video, this thing's going to deliver some very solid tone, maybe a little bit more rasp than their H-Box system from Pypes, which is also available here on the site. Overall, guys, a healthy 4 out of 5 on my 1 to 5 or 1 to wake to neighbor scale. You're definitely getting some good volume with this system, so if that's what you're after, the Pypes will not disappoint you there. In fact, guys, I'm even willing to take that a step further and say this might be one of the loudest catbacks available at this price point. And speaking of that price point, guys, the price is definitely going to be one of the big pros when checking out a Pypes catback for your new S550 GT. If you're a little bit more familiar with the Pypes brand, you probably know they're more of an entry-level system, and they're going to be one of your more affordable options when it comes to your Mustang, and that certainly hasn't changed here with their S550 offerings. In fact, the Pypes system will come in right around the $800 price point, which will make it one of the most affordable currently on the site at this time, with only the Gibson systems and the MBRP being slightly less. But you have to keep in mind what you are getting here, guys. You're getting that quality 304 grade stainless steel, and in fact, nobody's giving you that 304 stainless at this price point. The closest option you have is the Stainless Works catback, and that's still gonna cost you a couple $100 more than the Pypes. So overall, keep in mind, this is the big plus with this Pypes catback. You're getting these premium materials, but for a very budget-friendly price. So why is this such a big deal? Well, that 304 grade stainless is the benchmark when it comes to materials for aftermarket catback systems for your new Mustang. Now, it's going to be the best at reducing corrosion, and besides tone, this is what you really should be shopping for when looking for that new catback. Especially, guys, if you live in the north and see a lot of salt during the winter months, or maybe if you live close to a coast and see a lot of salt off the ocean. This is the kind of stuff that would otherwise rust an aluminized steel version, or maybe even 409 to a lesser extent. All right, materials aside, let's dive a little deeper here with the Pypes catback. Overall, guys, again, 304 grade stainless steel throughout, 3-inch mandrel bent tubing pretty much from tip to tip here, including the Xbox style crossover pipe. You will find twin M80 bullet style mufflers, a Pypes trademark. They are straight through by design here, very free flowing, all exiting out the large 4-inch polished tips etched with the Pypes logo. Again, guys, Pypes does offer the same catback with a black tip instead. You can grab that on the site. Gonna cost you a few bucks more, but not by much. Now, even though it's really hard to tell from the outside, but this system and its sound are going to be shaped by the included Xbox here, which is very similar to what you would find with a traditional X-pipe. Basically, if we were to cut the top off of this thing, you'd see an X-style crossover right in here, and that's going to attribute to slightly bigger top-end gains, maybe raise the pitch of the exhaust slightly, and give you just a small touch of rasp. As far as the install is concerned here, guys, well, nothing too crazy, as is the case usually when talking about S550 catback installs. Using nothing more than a basic socket set or impact, you're going to want to remove the two clamps securing the factory exhaust system and drop it from the car. Now keep in mind, guys, this factory catback is all one piece. Can be a little tough to muscle around by yourself, so if you do have an extra set of hands, this would be a great time to use them. Getting that new pipe system in place is very straightforward and require the use of the same tools we just talked about. I would recommend starting closest to the engine and then work your way back from there, basically getting each section in place as you go, but save your final tighten up to the very end because you want to make sure those tips are perfectly aligned and you want to make sure everything is looking good underneath the car. Overall, guys, again, nothing crazy here. 1 out of 3 wrenches on my difficulty meter, maybe an hour or 2 in the garage or driveway before you're making some noise. Wrapping this one up, guys, there's a lot to like about the Pypes catback system for your S550 GT. The overall sound and volume are pretty killer, but you have to keep in mind you're getting a premium build here for an entry-level price. So that's my review of the Pypes Catback Exhaust System with Xbox, which you can find right here at AmericanMuscle.com.